Hold up. Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step. I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bet.
Welcome back, y'all. This is the Double M Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jesus Dinero, here with my co-host,
Puma El Gato.
What do we got going on tonight, my man?
In the match between Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz, the fight ends in a majority draw. Let's talk about it.
So, listen, man, I was taking a look at what most people thought about the fight, and I'll be honest with you, bro. It seems like everybody was split right down the middle. Some people said, yep, Lamont Roach won that fight. Some people said, nah, Pitbull walked him down, used that dog in him, got the W. And listen, man, I think when a fight is this close, where literally, to me, it looked like 50% of people agree with Pitbull, 50% of people agree with Roach. When it's this close, hey, man, I'm here for it, because that just tells you, first of all, how well matched up these two dudes are. Listen, I saw a number of different highlight clips as well, where each person was kind of giving the other person the business, giving everybody a reason to make the argument that either Roach won or Pitbull won. And I think because of things like that, I think it makes it more interesting. Because listen, these are two dudes that for whatever reason Tank didn't want to smoke with the second time. Some people say, hey, look, Tank dog walked Pitbull. Some people say, hey, look, Tank dog walked Lamont. Now some people also say Pitbull won. Some people say Lamont won. I personally think that Tank did beat Pitbull, but I think Lamont beat Tank only because of the knee that should have been ruled a knockdown that Tank eventually took. I would have favored Lamont in that one. That being said, listen, man, it's good that a fight like this is this close, because then not only is there going to for sure be another one, but it makes people start asking the questions about the whole situation with Tank. Whether people want to admit it or not, these are both two dudes that paired up very well, and whether you want to believe it was because of the injured hand or whatever, gave Tank a run for his money. A lot of people were making arguments, obviously, against Tank versus either one of these individuals. So I think a matchup like this, where two dudes, the common opponent, and it's actually one of the things that we talked about in the analysis for this fight, is the common opponent between both of them being Tank. The analysis, the I guess, way that people break down the fight, it gives a true perspective of what we're looking at here. And listen, as far as Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz, I think both of these dudes are good enough to the point where they can give someone with a big name like Tank Davis a run for the money. But do I personally think they may necessarily be the top of the division? I don't. I know some people have been making the argument that since it looks like Canelo's getting ready to retire, Pitbull's the next face of Mexican boxing. I have to disagree. I like Pitbull. I think Pitbull's a good dude. Apart from being a good dude outside of the ring, I think he's a decent boxer. But is he on that level? He's not. He's not. And that's just my opinion. I'll respect Pitbull. I like the dude. I like the people in his camp. I like that the dude always gives you a good fight, whether you like him or not. That type of stuff. That being said, could he be the face? Nah, not by my opinion. As far as the fight itself, listen, man, I agree. It was close. I 100% agree it was close. I saw a number of different things that I could see why people were picking this guy over this guy, and vice versa. So all I'm saying is run it back. Listen, man, there was a couple times where I'd seen where Pitbull was trying to egg on Lamont Roach to let's keep going. Lamont didn't want to smoke. There was also moments in time where I saw Lamont Roach was getting the better of Pitbull. So, listen, man, I do think that this match was too close to call. Again, I know some people are going to be butthurt at that, but I think it was such a good match, and I think it was so well done by both sides that I think we got to get another one. And I think the other one, hopefully, we'll answer some damn questions. But either way, obviously everybody wants to see a winner. Again, I think that the right call was made. I think both dudes did enough work to make it a questionable win for one side or the other. But either way, man, good fight. Love to see it. Love to see two dudes that are trying to get busy, not run around and do blah, 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 blah. I'd love to see it. Love to see it, man. What do you think about that, my man?
Yeah, it's very interesting because I trolled through a lot of forums, both on Instagram, on Facebook, and even on Reddit on our boxing. And again, through all those social media platforms, every single one, you're going to get a different opinion. And when it's this split among both of these boxers, you can kind of see one of them picks a side, one of them picks the other side, and some of them are just based on accolades altogether. And again, from what I've seen of the fight, it looked like for the most part that Lamont Roach was at least taking the beginning half of the entire fight, whereas I think Pitbull was starting to catch up at the latter halves of the rounds. And I do think the majority draw was the right call. And again, everybody split. Everybody's going to say that Lamont dominated the fight. Everybody's going to say that Pitbull dominated the fight. And personally, I'm the opinion that both of them cut out to each other. Whether you think that Lamont Roach took the latter half of the rounds, which I don't believe he did. I'm in the camp that says Lamont Roach took the first half and Pitbull took the second half, perfectly down the middle, even, and both of these men coming out as majority draw victors. And everybody's gonna have their own opinion on this, but the fact is, this fight basically says, yeah, obviously a sequel fight is going to happen, and quite frankly, I'm absolutely here for it, because if anything, the style clash that we've seen from both of these fighters, I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely here for a sequel fight to happen after all this. And if you're saying majority draw and everybody's gonna say, well, yeah, well, nobody won in this fight. Personally, I think we all kind of won, because quite frankly, what better setup of a matchup for a sequel fight is this? In saying both of these men are absolutely equal, something's gonna happen in the trilogy fight. Something's gonna happen in the sequel fight to this. Somebody is about to go down, and quite frankly, for this being the setup to it, I'm absolutely here for it. The clash that we've seen from both of these men being split down the middle even, somebody's got to go down in the second fight, and I'm absolutely here for this as a setup. But what do you think about that?
Listen, man, it's funny. I actually saw some people making the opposite argument, that Pitbull took the first half and then Lamont took the second half. So yeah, man, I think that just proves to show you, man, how much people are different, just how they see each round, how they see each fight going. And listen, man, either way, again, it was a close enough fight to where obviously the judges counted it as a draw. The fans are clearly split up about who won. Listen, man, the only way to rectify, the only way to make it better is let's have a second fight. Let's have a sequel. And I think both of these dudes are man enough to say, hey, you know what? Let's get a sequel going. Let's get this bad boy rolling for number 2. So it'll be interesting. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun to see it run back a second time. And then on top of that, like I said, both of these two dudes are dudes that never got the rematch that they wanted with Gervonta Davis. So a lot of questions are going to be asked from that as well. I honestly don't think. I think Gervonta may come back for another fight or so, just because of the legal trouble he has and he's going to need money. But apart from that, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if Tank is actually done. He doesn't seem like his heart's in it anymore. He seems like he's got way too much stuff going on in the background. So either way, part of the reason that I want to see these two dudes run it back is because I want to see their names elevated in boxing lore. I want to see their names elevated so that they can get even better work after, which one of them wins. So good thing to keep an eye on. Good fight, hopefully coming up sometime, in the next half of the year. Hopefully it'll be sometime in the beginning half of 2026. But we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
Until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you in the next one.